Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, and we're back at it. We have new leaks for Black Clover Chapter 289. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff that's going on in anime. There's a lot of stuff. It's some stuff that is like really sad. The Black Clover anime is gone for now. I do think it's gonna come back. Like, if you've noticed, it's caught up to the manga, pretty much like if it wanted to, so that's cool. Then, Attack on Titans, I've seen like some of the leaks. I kind of breezed through it and seen some of the things. I'm gonna save my thoughts of that for, after the official thing comes out. And plus, I want to go through it and read everything again because, there was breaks and all different types of things. So I want to go through and kind of give my thoughts afterwards. But this is regarding Black Clover, and this chapter, if you remember last chapter, it was so fire, and it ended, no pun intended, it was so fire and ice. And Asta, we ended with Asta getting a clean hit on Nama. And it was super dope. But now we're at chapter 289, and oh my goodness, Magna and Zora are back. I'm sorry, that was super dope. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go through and shout out to Kamikaze Mender on Reddit. We're gonna go through, now these are just the leak spoilers. Take it with a grain of salt till the actual one comes out. Support it when it comes out this Sunday. But the title is apparently called Freezing Sun. It's 15 pages. The chapter begins with Asta cutting one of the twins in half. Nama and Lilith combined, which a lot of people did predict, in the way that they're personally set up, like as far as the way that their bodies are, it makes it to where you could kind of almost assume that was about to go down. And you have all this union going on as far as like with Asta and, Nak, and what they're able to do. So I mean, it wouldn't be surprising to see this actually happen like this with the Devils. So Asta versus Fused Devils. The Fused Devils use a spell called Freezing Sun. Like, what kind of junk is that? You get hit by a freezing sun? Like, oh man. Nak is going crazy with all the magic power around him, but Asta can't understand it since he can't feel it. Now that's crazy. That's almost like, what was the time? I want to say when they were going against the either Midnight Sun, and it was actually a situation between, and I mean, it's happened throughout, but you've seen it several times where Asta, he can feel ki and stuff, but if he's not able to read mana, he doesn't know like what's about to go down, but maybe that's because he's Asta. He's like, get that shit out of here. Asta can survive the spell protected by anti-magic, but everyone else will die. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, literally to have a attack that that you could straight up annihilate, but what would be the cause? Not what would be the cause, but what would be the risk of doing such a thing? Asta unleashes a much bigger version of the Black Divider. Call it awesome planetary destruction Black Divider. Asta knocks back Freezing Sun with his Black Divider, and Magna and Zora is back. Now, this is the summary. I'm gonna go through the actual leaked pages myself, and these aren't in order, but I'm gonna explain what it is that I see. And if you're listening, shout out to those who listen to it on as far as a podcast. I've been looking through my Anchor and seeing y'all definitely. It looks like there's a little community of y'all who like listening to it on the podcast. So shout out to y'all. So this first panel, is a continuation. We had the side view that it ended on last week with Asta, slashing Nama. But now we have like a front view, and it looks even just as epic. And it's crazy, like, to see the demon's like face in this weird, constant smiley grin, even though he's literally being like cut in half. But the weird thing is, like, they have not been attacked like this, so they're probably having the time of their life. But anyways, it moves on to the next panel. You see Lilith go towards Nama, and then you see them, fuse. And Doctor sitting up there like, oh, was not expecting that to happen. And then they're fused, and they look crazy fused. Like, they just have the one eye. Like, that looks creepy. Like, oh man, I would see if I could throw like a panel on there just so that way you can see, but I don't want to get freaking copyright. So go check it out. But man, and then you see them. Then I guess this is the freezing sun, and this thing is huge. Like, this is so unnecessary. Then you see the people, literally, this freezing sun is over the Spade Kingdom, and literally all of the people are looking up like, what in the world are we gonna do against that? Now, there is a small panel that I'm seeing right here, and let me see if I can zoom in. I think it was doing some type of flashback, and I think it was him thinking about Magna's attack, and I guess he was trying to think of a way that he can, send it flying back, and so I guess that's where he thought about, Magna, and then just ka-ching, knocking that back. And the Black Divider is freaking huge. Look, when you look at the Black Divider, it's so freaking huge that literally, I don't even see Asta. Like, the thing is almost the same size as the sun, and he just knocks it back, and then it ends. This is where it's dope. It ends where we see Magna and Zora, and then we see the panel ends with the fusion of Nama and Lilith. And they don't have that smiley face no more. This is the first time that they do not have that smiley face. When this freezing sun is headed back to them, there's no more smiley face on there. They got cut in half, they got hurt and everything. Smiley faces all the way through. When that freezing sun is coming back on that ass, no smiley faces. So that's the end of the chapter. That is the chapter, and I'm hyped. Now the cool thing, so here's a couple of things that I'm taking into consideration. We've gotten a lot of fight between Asta. Now, of course, we've been waiting for it, so we might not see Asta for like a couple more chapters. After this, we might see the aftermath. I'm glad that he was able to do this in his union form, but I have a feeling that this might have took a lot more energy than he thought, and the union might get undone next chapter. But it's funny, if that were the case, boom, we get some help from Zora and Magna, and we haven't seen neither of them in a minute. We're talking about literally since the first 6 months. We have not seen them, since they started all this training. So it's going to be dope to see what it is that they got going on. We still got all the other fights. We've been so on this fight that we still got Dante and freaking Jack. We still got Yuno and Langris versus freaking Zenon. We still got Real and Charlotte versus freaking Vonica. Then we still got Morris, who's sitting up there like, yo, it's crazy, it's crazy. Anyways, this is Black Clover Chapter 289 leaks, spoilers. If you enjoy this and you want to see more content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, drop a comment. Who do you want to see next? Do you want to see, what fight do you want to see next? Do you want to see the Dante and Jack? Do you want to see the Vonica, Real, and Charlotte? Or do you want to see the Yuno and Langris and Zenon fight? Leave a comment and let me know. Again, this is Mr. Composition, MC that writes fiction. Peace.
Snowed in, composition blend, stuffed in this pre-roll, light it up, stress free, let go, stress free, let go, snowed in, composition blend, stuffed in this pre-roll, light it up, stress free, let go, stress free, let go, hindsight is now really 2020, RIP to MF Dumoulin, prayers to your